What are some of the documents or security measures that you should take or gather before, during, or after divorce for you and your children?
One of the things that you want to do is secure your own financial documents. It's usually recommended to just scan everything in, throw it into Google Cloud or iCloud, OneDrive, and then make sure that the password is protected. Have a two-factor authentication to all of your accounts. So that's the other thing that you want to do. So that means email, your phone, your devices, have that two-factor authentication done. I have that on all of my accounts and all of my devices. It's really easy to set up. If you don't know how to set that up, Google it. Just say, hey, I'm trying to do a two-factor authentication to my Outlook. How do I do that? You'll get a easy to follow link that's going to tell you exactly how to go about doing that. So again, with respect to documents themselves, scan in things like, your tax returns, your asset statements, things of that nature. But you also want to start scanning in as many of your spouse's financial documents that you have access to. And sometimes they won't give you access to their financial accounts because, they want to be shady. So if they leave statements around, you can take screenshots of them and then scan in the screenshots. Um, the other thing that you may want to do is if you share computers, it is not considered illegal whatsoever if you share computers or devices to access those computers or devices and access any document that's on those devices. So know that your spouse may be doing the same thing. So that's why you want to keep things password protected and two-factor authentication. But anything that you find of your spouse's, just, copy it, put it into a folder under your account and lock it up with a password. Indeed, for, just as an example of what I do, and I'm not going through a divorce case, I essentially have three-factor authentication for some of my files on my iPad and iPhone. And what I mean by that is I not only have a two-factor authentication to get into the device itself, but even if somehow somebody's able to jailbreak my phone or my iPad and get into those devices, they are not going to be able to access any sensitive materials such as, like I keep a file with my passwords on my iPhone, some of them. And so somehow if somebody is able to jailbreak my iPhone and get into the device, well, here's the problem with that little plan of theirs, which is if they try and access particular subfolder that has a password in it, that has an authentication to it. So you can within the devices themselves, you can also password protect particular files or whatever else. Adobe has a very similar thing. So if you scan stuff into your computer and you want to lock it down, even if somebody's able to jailbreak your computer and you have Adobe documents stored on your computer, you can have a separate password protection in regards to that document. And it's really, really easy to do. Again, if you don't know how to do it, just type a simple question into Google and say, how do I password protect an Adobe document? And you'll get really simple instructions. It'll take you about 10 seconds to password protect an Adobe document. So that's what I would recommend with regards to documents.